Oh boy, Sony just had a direct. You might be saying, Tevo, Dylan, don't you only really watch Nintendo Directs? That's true. Did you even watch this air? Hello everyone, my name is TevhoBend, welcoming you to a discussion, a recap of the Sony State of Play for May 30th, 2024. Even though I'm primarily a Sony gamer, I could not give two shits about their directs. They always feel half-hearted and just put together last moment so they have something to compete with Nintendo. Which is fine, but like, it just doesn't flow well in itself because of that. But that's okay, because I am going to be reviewing the highlights of the State of Play. So yeah. Do we get into this? We're getting into this. Let's get into this. First off, we have Firewalk Studio showing off their brand new game, Concord. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest, it looks like every other fucking Sony first-party game. I'm not interested in the absolute slightest in trying it. I'm going to put this, as clear as possible. I do not like Sony first-party games. Yes, Uncharted is good. Yes, The Last of Us is good. Yes, God of War is good. That's about all they have. And while there are a few I'm interested in... Jesus fucking Christ, and while there are a few I'm interested in trying, not many stick out as must-haves. Like, I'm interested in trying Ratchet and Clank. I don't even think Devil May Cry 5 is an exclusive. I'm almost certain Final Fantasy 16 isn't an exclusive. Hell, fucking, if you're like me and play the new Call of Duty games, which I'm not getting Call of Duty 2024, that's a discussion for closer to launch. You don't even get exclusive content earlier. But that's a big issue that'll be brought up sooner in the State of Play. First, we should talk about God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok's coming to PC. I stated not even a minute ago that I think God of War 2018 and Ragnarok are both really good games. And that if more people have the ability to try these games, more people are gonna be likely to go buy a PlayStation 5, and be more likely to try a bunch of other games. Because I do believe this is the best current Sony franchise, because fucking, we know we're not getting a Last of Us game any fucking time soon, same with Uncharted. And shockingly enough, that's not all the games I'm interested in. Yeah, that really says something when like one game is more than enough. Dynasty Warriors Origin comes out next year, and I don't really like Dynasty Warriors games. However, I love Musou games. If you have ever played Hyrule Warriors or fucking Senran Kagura, those games are so good. They're so mindless that you can just have fun whenever. Like, if you don't actually want to think about the game you're playing, just throw on a Spotify playlist, smoke green tobacco, and then fucking play like Senran Kagura. Not only will you be distracted by the amazing music and amazing gameplay, you'll be distracted by it. They also announced that a game called Infinite Nikki is getting a beta test, which I don't know. I always say I'm gonna beta test these games, I'm gonna play their beta test and play their demos. And the only reason I don't is because I want to fucking update the video. So I'm not gonna fucking promise anything. However, I'm gonna try and go out of my way to play this. Insomniac and Marvel announced a new game, Marvel Rivals. They also announced Alien Rogue Insurrection, which I'm gonna be honest, they look like every single Marvel game ever released. I don't like Marvel games. I believe I had Spider-Man 3 on Xbox 360 when I was younger, but even then I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was just a game I'd put in when I'm not playing Pokemon or Call of Duty or Halo or Fallout or something actually incredible. Speaking of incredible, Until Dawn gets a remaster. You know what? Do I just go on the rant now? I'm going on the rant. Sony has been remaking and remastering too many fucking games this console generation, and it is actually absurd and genuinely annoying. Like, yes, there's some exceptions where it makes sense. However, The Last of Us Part 2 remastered, Until Dawn remastered. Why are these games being remastered? And the worst part is, I don't even know who the target audience is. Because the only people buying these games are Sony fans who just fucking support them on everything. Furthermore, you can get these games a lot cheaper. Not only that, you can get them cheaper on the official PlayStation Store, the older versions. Hell, if you have PS Plus, you can play The Last of Us Part 2 and fucking The Last of Us Remastered right now. It's such a strange decision to remaster all the games they're remastering and not remaster anything from the PS3 generation. Like, imagine if they remastered Sly Cooper or fucking Ratchet and Clank. That would actually give me reason to try those games for the first time. Hell, just fucking imagine if they made a new Sly Cooper game or a new Jack and Dexter game. That's what people are looking for. Because I'm sorry, nobody is looking for these Western studios who make these walking simulators. And because one walking simulator, well, a few walking simulators were good, that's just become Sony's identity, the walking simulator company. It doesn't feel unique. Well, actually, it does feel unique. It feels uniquely boring and uniquely tiresome. A few other games also got announced earlier, like Monster Hunter Wilds. I might be interested. Silent Hill 2, I'm actually absurdly interested in. Not because I think it's going to be good, because I think it's going to be fucking terrible. And it'd be really funny to play a game as bad as Silent Hill 2. Well, not as bad as Silent Hill 2. A remaster as bad as Silent Hill. They also announced a Diablo-inspired game called Path of Exile. It looks interesting. I wanted to play Diablo. I wanted to play Baldur's Gate 3 and never got around to them. Maybe this will be a hidden gem. Maybe this will be a hidden gem. And finally, in the state of play, they announced Astrobot. Now, you want to hear an issue with the PlayStation state of play? I forgot nearly everything that was announced, and I just read recaps online. Like, that's fucking absurd. But there were things to look out for. Mainly Astrobot. But I can't say I have too much hope for Sony's future. Especially given I'm just not a fan of the current Sony first party lineup. They lack originality and everything's a walking simulator. It's like, it's not even a meme. They're just the walking simulator company. And every single time they try something new, they back down from it. So, I don't know. I really don't know. I do want to know something, though. What did you guys think about the Sony state of play? Did you enjoy the games that were announced? Did you dislike the games that were announced? Are you here to leave a dislike? Now, no matter what you're here for, my name is TevhoBend. Like, comment, favorite, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take care, everyone. Peace.